Okay, into the Kibble Palace we go. I'll do a very little bit of videoing, a little bit of live streaming, and then I'll do some proper video work on my other camera and do the cacti and succulent houses in the main greenhouses. But for the time being, have a quick look at the Kibble Palace, enjoy it. Turn the lens around, there we go. Oh, those are big fish. So we'll go on into here. Some nice sculptures in here too. Lovely place. Never get tired of the Kibble Palace. First came here many years ago. Probably about 40 or 50. But it's fantastic still. Who do we have here? It's not a Rodan, there's a Rodan here. This is Eve. Scipione Tardolini. A marble. Okay. Absolute picture in that situation. Isn't that great? Out of paradise too.
There's some nice plants. You go like the one that's just like leaves. That's a very common motif in sculpture.
Nubian Slave by Rossetti, Antonio Rossetti. Well, this is the kind of place I always look for little bits of falling off these plants. Because if they're falling off, then they're waste, and if I take them home, they sometimes grow. So you can get plants for free. I've got one of those things actually at home, not the same species, but I've got a Gasteria at home. I just bought it the other day.
Yeah.
Shall we go left or right? Let's go left. Would you look at the size of those? This is like being in a jungle. Fabulous ferns.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love all these kind of things. All ferns and mosses and club mosses and the like. Look at that, liverwort. Fantastic. At present, 7 minutes in to this wee live stream, nobody's watching, and that's a great thing because it means that people are probably outside in the sunshine. That was good. Let's walk round a bit. It's gorgeous. Beautiful. Nice. Great. I may be wrong, but I think the Botanic Gardens in Glasgow houses the UK begonia collection. The main begonia collection for the whole country, I think, is here. Okay. Let's have another look for the fish, and then perhaps make it as far as the cactus and succulent. And these are the insectivorous plants. Yeah, let's have a look at those two. It's better. Yeah, everything here likes to be nice and wet. Now, I find these things quite attractive. Maybe not everybody's cup of tea, but I think they're gorgeous. And look at that, beautiful, beautiful. Almost hidden down here, you've got your little Venus flytraps. How close can we get? Quite close. And these are almost like daffodils, aren't they? Now, if these are insectivores, how do they catch their prey? What do they have? Oh, I see. These are normal traps. Fantastic. Insects fallen there. The hairs here are pointing down the way. So an insect will tend to go down, and when they try to climb back up, the hairs are against them. These gorgeous things, aren't they?
Unbelievable.
I would grow more of these.
Beautiful.
They're almost like daffodils, these ones, aren't they?
Gorgeous.
You could swear they're just first glance daffodils. Hi Tamsin, thanks for looking in. And Cecilia again, hi. Isn't this a great place? Botanic gardens are fantastic. Glasgow Botanics. I know Glasgow Botanics better than Edinburgh Botanics just because I'm through this side of the country, but isn't it great? These pictures are fantastic, you're right, huge. And some of these things down there, you'd swear like the ones down there, but they were daffodils at first glance, just so bright and yellow. Fantastic. Yeah, you need to go over here. It's so good. This is one of my favourite bits, is the insectivorous house. Just so good. Look at that, isn't that brilliant? I'm going to try and do is dodge across now to the cactus house. See how it's looking in there. Oh, I've just spotted the small cactus house over at the side of the Kibble. Maybe have a look in here first. See what he's thinking about. King Robert of Sicily. Well, I forgot his clothes, that's for sure. I mentioned earlier that when I come into places like this, I'm forever looking to see if there's any bits that have fallen off, which are just going to go to waste, but could still be used to get a cutting. You just have to be careful if you do get a piece that's fallen off that it doesn't have parasites with it, like scale insects or something. And then it's quietly slipped into the pocket, and nobody's the worse off for it. Hi Peter, thanks for dropping in. What a day it is over here in this half of the world. Botanic gardens in Glasgow are one of the gems of the city. Spring is indeed in the air. Everything's doing nice, everything wants to flower, everything wants to reproduce. Plants and animals. Remember, if you see any bits that have fallen off that I've missed, let me know so I can pick them up and pocket them. I'm quite good at starting things off from little leaves, especially with cacti and succulents. They do it very readily. Yeah, succulents are great, Cecilia. Fabulous. Okay, see if I can drag myself away from this one. Is this live stream holding up very well? Yeah, it's pretty warm in the greenhouse once you get a bit of sun. That's what I love, is to see the parks out here full of people enjoying themselves. During the week, in the good weather, since we're very close to Glasgow University, you'll have lots of students out here, sometimes studying, which you probably can't hear anything now from wind noise, sometimes studying, sometimes just lying out having a lunch in the sun. It's quite good quality, Peter. It's an iPhone 13 mini. Expensive thing. It was my 70th birthday present from the family. And I have to say I'm very pleased with the video quality in it. It's very good. I think the microphone is great. All we need is to have a stable signal so that live streaming can be done well. What I really want is a microphone that I can plug into it and have on my lapel and put one of these dead cats on to take away the wind noise. That would be perfect. Thanks Gia forever. Thumbs up to you too. Yeah, I've got this phone. There we go, into the greenhouse now. Partly because I've got a MacBook and it makes it easy. You know, passwords are shared across the two devices and so on. So it's quite simple to do things. Now, I wonder if this will steam up. Here we are. Now, I wonder if it does steam up. I will soon find out. Yeah, begonias. Yeah, the National Collection of Begonias is grown here in the Botanic Gardens. There's a lot of diversity. Since we're here, I'll just have a wander through generally. Feel free to go and have a cup of tea and come back. I'll probably still be wandering around. I don't know how fast I use up data doing this kind of thing. If my data gets used up, I'll try buying some more for next time. Oh, and here we have the sensitive plant. You've heard of that one probably from school. Mimosa pudica, the sensitive plant. This is the one where if you touch it, touch these, it should start to collapse. And there it goes. It does collapse. There you go. What temperature are we here? Let's go this way. I think we have a one-way system. So this is a fern house, clearly. Very little noise apart from the dripping of water. Great, very, very humid. I'd say if you know anybody who likes this kind of thing or likes foreign places, if this is foreign to you, maybe you can click a share button. I don't know. Don't know if that's possible on a live stream. One of your buddies might want to look in for a little while as well. darker in here so I can read some of the description, some of the messages. Melbourne, Australia, Peter. Yeah, I bet you've got some exotic things over there. Yeah, ferns are lovely things, aren't they? I don't grow an awful lot of them, but I have on occasion tried to propagate them from spores. As I have in the past when I was working in college, collected some spores from ferns, and dusted them over sterilised bits of clay pots. And if you keep them moist, put a jam jar or something over them, you sometimes end up managing to get the little kind of mossy type, almost like little liverwort forms of the ferns. They need it to be wet. It's absolutely dripping in here. And I thought this was Sansevieria. I was going to say, I'm surprised that Sansevieria, mother-in-law's tongue as we would call it sometimes, survives in damp conditions, but it's not at all. It is Zingiber spectabile, beehive ginger. Oh, there you go. I'd love to grow some of that. Fabulous. I think its flowers must be these odd things here. Yeah, so I suppose maybe where you are, ferns are more expensive. They're not too bad here, unless it's one of the stag's horn ferns or something of that sort. I hear birdsong. Do you hear birdsong? I don't know if it's genuine or if it's piped in. Wow, a beauty. This is great. Kids love this as well. A jungle for kids. An adventure. Yeah, I can hear them. Are they real birds or are there speakers around? This takes you to all parts of the world. That's one thing I like about houseplants generally and botanic gardens. You could be anywhere. Venezuela. I've got some of these guys growing in a terrarium at home. And some of those. It's Petunia or something. What I initially came here to see and to film with these. Cactine succulents from mainland South America, I think from Africa as well, but mainland South America. I think that one's called Bureau's Tail. It's maybe a sedum. or crassula, maybe crassula. And look, it's got bits falling off. Which I will grow on. Any more bits falling off. I like the looks of that sedum, haven't had that one. Yeah, the cacti are some of my favourites. Partly because they can look after themselves. If I go on holiday, there's no problem. I've grown this thing many times. Yeah, I think so. Low maintenance, Peter, as you say. Some are so bizarre. And look at this one here. Great big lump of wood apparently, and then living stems coming out. These euphorbias, ones like that, and relative, they get broken open, there's white latex milk which could irritate your skin. There's one for you, Peter. Yeah, they do have the Venus flytrap. It was over in the insectivorous part. Maybe you weren't there at that point. If you look back on it, you'll see, I think I put my fingers near the things just to point out where they are. Very low growing in amongst the bigger, taller carnivorous plants. So you will see them. Aren't they? Aren't they tremendous? As you say, it's the time of year, springtime, everything. Everything's flowering. Almost black flowers. Yeah, quite like coleus as well. I mean, the flowers are not much with a coleus, but the leaves are so diverse. You get some tremendously attractive leaves in these things. I think these things are petunias. I think this production is rather like the fireworks display that you see. Keep all the best bits for the end. Absolutely fantastic, aren't they? Sorry, going this way. And that's us. Really back to the start. So I'll see if I can find a door out. Primulas.
Ja, ik vraag me af vooral of het is gedaan. C'est un peu la tristesse. Ouais, du coup, c'est pour ça que je panique un peu, tu vois. Pour la Sorbonne, j'ai en fait une lyonnaise qui immigrait.
Wow, $250,000 for an orchid. Wow. I'm normally looking for what I call the Lazarus plants, the ones which are really dead and I can revive them. And I get them for, 2 or 3 bob. Anyway, that's us back out again. So, thanks very much, Peter, for hanging on so long, and everybody else for looking in as long as you could as well. That was great. And if you know anybody who likes this kind of thing, you could maybe share it around. And I'll say goodbye from the Botanic Gardens in Glasgow, in Scotland. Thanks everybody for watching.